Organizing a large fundraising event is daunting, even more so when it's done on short notice with only a handful of volunteers. But as Jean Law found out, the haunting images of the wreckage in Japan, as well as a personal connection, is all the drive that's needed.
It's a tragic story that many are living through right now. Imagine not knowing whether your friend is alive or not after Japan's devastating earthquake and tsunami. That is, until...
I should start by, I am fine. I'm completely fine. My family's fine. And everyone I know pretty much, luckily I have a smaller network.
After seeing the destruction in Japan and his friend's plight, he decided he had to do something.
Well, we put together a walk through downtown Vancouver called the Vancouver Japan Relief Walk for Hope. Basically what it is, it's a fundraising activity where we're trying to raise money for the Red Cross and the Japan earthquake tsunami. It's pretty important. These people in Japan, they need a lot of help. They need our help. Watching it on TV, I'm sure it's, you know, from the comfort of your own home, you can't feel it, you can't see it. I knew my friend was over there, and I was just wondering, like, I didn't know exactly where he was, but is he okay? Is his family okay? I just decided, you know what, I have to do something. I can't sit here and wait to hear from my friend back in Japan. So, you know, I started calling my friends, I started calling my colleagues in photography and put together this Walk of Hope. And our intention basically is just to raise money, raise awareness, get people out. Bring your red and whites to downtown Vancouver on April 3rd at 3 o'clock. And we're going to start off at Science World. And it's a 5.5K walk. And we're heading basically from Science World to Denman Street, up Denman Street to Robson Street, and Robson Street back to Library Square. So it's a good distance, about 90 minutes for a nice casual stroll. And basically we're just giving the city an opportunity to see that why Vancouver is one of the best places to live, because, you know, we're generous people. We have compassion, and this is who we are.
For more information on how to contribute or volunteer, go to www.vancouverjapanrelief.com. I'm Jean Law in Surrey for BCIT Magazine.
For the Celtic community, the month of March centers around St. Patrick's Day, and in Vancouver it's celebrated with the 5-day Celtic Fest. Last week, my co-anchor Keanan Kipp got a taste of everything green at the St. Paddy's Day Parade.
Drum rolls were practiced, sparkles were applied, ribbons were tied, and it was all in preparation for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This year's procession was coordinated by Grand Parade Marshal Steve McVitie, who says Vancouver's event is unique.
A lot of the parades internationally are Irish and Irish only. Ours is a cross-section of Celtic, and we're really proud of that. There's been some disputes about why is it others nationalities coming in. This is the city, this is Vancouver, we're multicultural, and we're proud of it.
The 7th annual event brought out lots of people showing their Irish pride, and the busy streets provided the perfect cover for some sneaky green folk.
Look at how much gold I've gotten out of the meters already. I don't even work for the city, I work for the leprechauns, you see. But that's where the gold's coming from. You're putting it in, you stupid humans. You're putting it in, I'm taking it out. That's what it's all about.
With the final touches on the floats and the streets lined with spectators, the Vancouver police kicked things off with a bang. This year's event had 106 entries. The crowd was entertained by bagpiper bands, the Stanley Park horse-drawn carriage, Highland dancers, lots of rowdy horses, and of course, the cleanup crew. Keanan Kipp in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine. During the recent BC High School Basketball tournament, Heritage Woods Secondary left their mark despite falling to the eventual champs R.C. Palmer in the quarterfinal. And as Zameer Karim tells us, it's a joint effort from those on the court and those rooting for them from the stands.
The recently built Langley Event Center hosted the BC High School Basketball Championship for the first time, and for the second time in 3 years, the 6-year-old Heritage Woods Secondary in Port Moody made it to the tournament that pits the top 20 teams in British Columbia against each other. Coached by teacher Chris Martin, he chalks it up to the effort level on his team.
Well, quite simply hard work. It requires a lot of time. A lot of time on my part, a lot of time on the players' part. You got to be really dedicated to do it. There's a lot of guys because they just don't want to put in that kind of time. But in order to compete at the AAA level and be here, it requires a lot of time and energy.
And the players can use this anonymity to their advantage.
Yeah, well, not a lot of teams know about us right now, and they're not taking us too seriously, and we just about shocked Palmer.
We got a great team here, great team chemistry. We all work hard, and that's great to see.
The other big advantage that the Kodiaks have are the fans that come out to support their team.
We come from a rowdy school, and all the other teachers are supportive. They planned a bus for us to come down here.
Coach Martin knows how important it is for the students to support it.
It's good because what it does is it builds school culture. And, we're 6 years old, but at the same time, it's really young in comparison to a lot of these other schools. So we're still trying to find our way in terms of the school spirit and the school culture, but it really helps to solidify that.
Oh, our fans are great. We got probably the best fan base, I think, in all of BC. They're just supportive, they're rowdy, and they just come out and cheer us on.
With the help of their fans and the 5 returning seniors, Coach Martin says despite expecting a slow start next season, he expects the Kodiaks to pick up steam and get back to the provincials, again at the Langley Event Center. Zameer Karim in Langley for BCIT Magazine.
Welcome to this week's BCIT Community Calendar. Monday, check out the Career Fair in the Great Hall. It's BCIT's annual recruiting and networking event, and it's an excellent opportunity for students to meet with potential employers. Monday also marks the start of the Student Association's Tune In campaign. Students will be on campus collecting toonies, and all the money raised will go towards financial aid for students in need. So reach into those pockets and give change a chance. And the engineering students will invade the Great Hall on Wednesday and Thursday night as part of a week-long event promoting the faculty. Come on out and enjoy the Shaky Tower competition, the Catapult versus Office Supplies battle, or the CO2 car competition. A wrap-up party will follow here at Professor Mugg's Pub on Friday from 6 to 10 p.m. I'm Keanan Kipp, and that's your community calendar. Coming up on BCIT Magazine, we get an in-depth look at a new version of an old sports car.
And it's our campus radio station, Evolution's 5th birthday.